Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Chargers going up against the Cowboys.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Dallas Cowboys. Jameis now on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Winston. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects? After the interception, here's Simeon. And incomplete to open things up. pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
That's it, baby. Watch 88. Watch 88. Now let's go. Gone.
On 2nd and 10, Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Now let's go. Boom, landed. Back there, Philly. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Simeon. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now the rookie from Clemson, this is Wayne Gallman, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Set. Green.
Now Simeon. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. Over.
From the gun, here's Simeon. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, Winston to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. Ready. Move ready.
On the ground, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Second down and 4.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now let's go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Switch.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Take Carradine. Able to drop him for a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw, Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Dancing away at the 35. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run with McCaffrey. A nice carry there of 15 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Flushed out right. Got some real estate inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Being chased out left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Brian Arakpo able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Third and goal. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He can fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Good.
Check safety.
The drive begins with a handoff to Gallman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue line.
Simeon. He's got it to Hilton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And it's fielded at the 34. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Ready. Blue ready. We got 4.
Second down, Winston. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Ready. Blue ready. Flip it. Big Ed.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Jameis on second down. On target over the middle to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Tyreek Hill, he had the 2 fastest plays in the NFL last year. One on a kick return, one on a punt return, topping out at 23.24 miles per hour.
That's advanced analytics right there. Our guy Marvin, you know what he said? He's really fast.
Ready. Blue ready.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
We got right. We got right. Go nowhere, 22. Go nowhere. Ready.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's got this one down to the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Man left. Hey. Ready. Blue ready.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So now it's 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now.
Watch right, watch right, watch right.
Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Simeon. He dumps it off to Dre. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Stop. Watch tight end. Alert.
Hurry up, here we go!
Simeon on 1st down. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
No. Check. Patriot!
Hey, check 24. Check.
Here's Simeon. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch it now, Barney! All right, here we go.
Now Simeon. And the catch made by Hilton. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Roger.
Set! 319! 319!
5-2 the mic.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Second and 10, Simeon again. He's going to rifle one deep left, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. T.Y. Hilton in the final seconds of the first half, and the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Hey, you got three, three down. Ready.
Final play of the half here, Winston. He finds an opening past the 40. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second down following the run.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
All right, here we go.
Four down. Check. Four down.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. To throw on second is Simeon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. From the gun, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On 2nd down, here's Simeon. And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. 3rd down here.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Back there, Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
Out of the gun, Simeon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for L.A. And taken right at the 35. There's the flash of Abdullah. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now come the Cowboys. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first down, Drake. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. Right there at the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Drake. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. To throw is Simeon. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
You got 4.
Fresh set of downs here.
Watch 80. Watch 80.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
From the gun, here's Simeon. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Set! Blue 90! Black 99 Philly, here we go!
Check 24. Check.
Gun!
Now a play fake, and it's Simeon. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Eyes on 13. Eyes on 13.
Hurry up, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Strong left. Strong left.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jim.
Detroit. Detroit.
Yes.
Back to throw, Simeon. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Open man right side is Cup, complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Ready. Blue 90.
This is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's 2nd down.
3 down. Ready.
McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Tight on the right.
Ready. Blue 90.
Check me out. We got 3 down. We got to stand up.
On 3rd down, Winston. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. first down, Simeon. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Coming for you, son. Coming for you, son.
All right, here we go.
Simeon. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the interception, Winston. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the 1st down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Chargers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Olsen over the middle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. Hurry up, here we go.
Now Simeon. Complete to Hilton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here we go now. Blue
Simeon on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right.
Set. Boom, landed.
Here's Simeon now on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Leopard. Here we go now.
Throwing on third down, Simeon. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Two times. Hey. We got three. Three down.
Ready. Blue ready.
59 Mike. Check. 59. Watch the curls.
Watch 25.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Ready. Blue ready. Boys up.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf.